Well, hello, everybody. It's Mike here. I just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron. And boy, have we got a show for you tonight, man. We've been looking forward to this. It's the night before the Super Bowl, and I've been in talks with this guy to try to get him on for a good while. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull him on, but we've also got a special guest today. So you guys are going to be blessed with a lot of enjoyment tonight, I hope. So here we go. Let's go ahead and pull this guy on here. There's Big Rob, Barbecue Bit Dog. And then here's our special guest, Uncle Steve from Uncle Steve's Shake.
Call me that last swig of Dr. Pepper there.
I caught you, didn't I, man?
Yeah, buddy.
How you guys doing tonight?
Whew, doing good for Saturday.
Yeah, good deal. Rob, you doing all right?
Yes, sir. Doing awesome.
Good deal. Well, let's see who we got. I just want to welcome everybody that's in the chat room with us. Looks like Charlie Pickles. Can you guys see the chat? You got your comments pulled up in the right corner, top corner? Click on the comments there. You should be able to see everybody.
Yeah.
You got them, Steve?
Oh, there we go.
I got them doubled, yeah.
All right. Looks like we got Cooking with Steven and Jacqueline. Got Charlie Pickles with us. Heavy Metal Barbecue. Good to have you. There's Craig from behind the garage. Golly, man, we got a motley crew of people in here, don't we?
That's nice.
Pickles says it's a handsome crew. I don't know about all that.
I think he means the screen.
I think he does too, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look at these three guys here. You just can't beat that, can you?
I know it.
Oh, that's good. There's Stephanie from Ginger Snap Kitchen. We got Jeff from Tennessee Buck Outdoors. How you doing, buddy? And there we got Prep Ford. Hey, how you doing? Good to have you with us. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And you guys, if you got any questions or whatever for either one of these two gentlemen at any time, just be sure and type them in the comments. I've got Miss Teresa here somewhere. She took off on me, but she's going to try to help me monitor the comments. And so if you guys can just leave your comments in there, questions, we'll be sure and try to get them up on the screen and try to get them answered for you. But Big Rob, I got a question for you, man.
Uh-oh.
How'd you come up with your channel name?
I was a big, I guess, barbecue pit boys is how I got introduced into the YouTube world, and I got my man Duke. So kind of the way it worked. And every time I cook anything, Duke's right there begging. Just I don't even have to ask him. You know how he does this sit? We call it sit pretty. So that's just kind of how it worked out.
I got some feedback or something going on here. Can anybody else hear that?
Yeah, I hear you got birds out back or something.
I got a bird in a tree across the walkway, but
no,
I don't hear any. I don't hear any feedback.
Yeah, no, there was some kind of weird sound in there. I don't know. It's gone now, but anyway, so good deal. That's good. Well, I was kind of wondering how you come up with that. I mean, I always kind of try to ask everybody how they come up with their name, because it's always interesting how people come up. I mean, Uncle Steve, I got to ask you also now, how'd you come up with Uncle Steve?
Because my name's Steve. No, I tell you, before I had kids, I had nieces and nephews, and I'll give y'all a little hint about kids. If you tell them something, normally if they trust you, they believe it. Yeah. My sister, who I love to death, and she loves me to death, presented me to her kids as they were growing up as, oh, it's Uncle Steve. He's so wonderful. He's so this, so that. And so they just got used to calling me Uncle Steve. Well, that was for years before I had my own kids. So instead of Daddy, I just enjoyed Uncle Steve. So when I got to doing this seasoning, I thought of different names, and I wanted something that everybody could kind of relate to. And I don't care who you are. Most of you have an uncle. Maybe it's the fun uncle, it's the cool uncle, whatever that you kind of relate to. And I love being called Uncle Steve so much that I had to stick with it. So,
yeah. There's little Eric. Hey, Steve, I don't know if you know little Eric. He's 6 years old. He does some cooking and makes some videos and everything.
All
He's
right.
down in Trinidad, Tobago area, and he's really cool. I really like to watch him.
Oh, wow.
But he's on here. He calls us all uncle and calls the ladies Annie. And but you know, I had to ask you that because around here where I live, a lot of the younger kids at one time years ago, all of them always called me Uncle Mike too. And I really thought about doing that as a channel, but my channel just kind of progressed into what it is now for various reasons. But an old boy down in Florida, he friend of mine, he called me one time, and my channel name was Keto Style at that time. I was doing some keto style type cooking, you know, and anyway, he knew I did stuff in cast iron. So he called me one time, and I wasn't able to catch the phone, and it went to voicemail. And he said, "Hey, Skillet Head, Mr. Cast Iron, now you're monitoring all your calls." He said, "Have your people call me whenever you get a chance." And so, I mean, it just resonated with me. I mean, when he called me Skillet Head, I thought, you know, that's an option right there. But he said, "Mr. Cast Iron," I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to go check that out. So I immediately went to YouTube and checked all the channels to make sure there wasn't any that was Mr. Cast Iron. And so I secured that channel, and then I went over to my website hosting company, and I checked to see if that domain name was open, and it sure was. So I bought MrCastIron.com and put it all together, and that's kind of how we, you know, morphed into what we are now. But it's always interesting to find out how everybody comes up with their names. So,
well, that's good. Yeah.
Looks like Pickles has got. Says, "What's Rob's favorite cook that didn't look great on camera, and did he post it?"
A bunch of them, actually. I don't know. It can get frustrating. You know, you think it's a lot of work to do a video, and everybody knows that. It really is. But sometimes you just get so aggravated. Actually, I made one. He says that great on camera and did a post. I actually made one 2-3 weeks ago. I did a meet and three. If you live in the South, you know, there's some restaurants, soul food restaurants that you can go to. It's called a meet and three. You know, you get fried chicken, whatever, and you get 3 side dishes. And I did that in my kitchen with like some leftovers and some stuff I made. And then I went back to watch the clips like the next day to edit it. And I was like, oh my God, there's no way I can post this, because it just, you know, it was delicious, but it just looked like a battlefield, man. It was bad. So getting an echo from me?
Yeah, I'm getting some kind of echo somewhere, man. It sounds like it's in a fish bowl or something, just wishy-washy. I don't know if it's you.
I'll plug this other. I unplugged one side because it's just kind of hard to hear when you talk.
Can you hear that, Steve?
I don't. So, you know, my luck is going to be me, you know. So
I don't know what just happened, but it quit. So that's good.
Okay.
Maybe I plugged this in. And
yeah, maybe. Could be. It's funny. It's funny how when we're.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I'll keep this in. Maybe it's some background noise.
Sometimes it's funny how it'll echo back off the microphone and do that. But we're good. All right. Well, good deal.
Yeah,
we got
good.
Mama Misty with Mama Z's in the house. Looks like Patty Joe's here with us. So, man, we got
hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up. Everybody hit thumbs up. Help Mike out. Thumbs up.
Skillet, hey everyone, he says. Good to have you, my friend.
Mr. Skillet.
I see Papa Texas in there.
I hadn't made it that far yet. There's Mark and Rosa from up in Maine. So good to have you, my friend. Let's see, Grumpy Old Gringo. Thought I just seen him, didn't I? Or did I? Papa Texas.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Yeah, there's Papa Texas. Good to have you with us, my friend. Jeff, Tennessee. Let's see, I clicked on the wrong one there. Jeff with Tennessee Buck Outdoors. All right, well, good to see everybody, man. I tell you what, we've got a we've got a real special for you tonight. I'm just going to kind of spoil it for you. Me and Big Rob has been in talks for a good little while, and he put me in touch with Uncle Steve. I hadn't had the pleasure up until this past week or 10 days to get to know Steve a little bit. And, of course, he sent me a package, and I showed that to you guys the other day of some stuff that I got in the mail call. And he sent me a sticker and everything. And, of course, having this show with Big Rob, we talked about maybe having a giveaway. So we're going to have a giveaway. Yep. It's going to be you're going to have to actually do a certain thing to be able to get entered in to win. I'm going to run this across the screen here for just a minute. But what you're going to have to do, you can't copy and paste this in the chat room. You've actually got to either copy this or type this exactly like it is and put it in the comment section of the actual video. So down below the video page of this live stream, you've got to put this in the comment and say, I want my Uncle Steve shake. And so on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, I'm going to come on live and do another live show and do a comment picker and randomly let it pick who the winner is. So we're going to give away, and I'm going to let Steve tell you what we're going to give away.
All right, we're going to give away 4 of the big 12-ounce bottles, and one of them will be the brand new sweet dessert shake, which is my favorite. One of them will be the smoke bomb, which is also brand new. I will let you pick the other 2. I'll get in contact with you, and I'll let you pick the other 2 out of our 10 flavors. So that part will be up to you.
Okay. So there you go, guys. You're going to get 4 big bottles, big 12-ounce bottles from Uncle Steve and from myself and Big Rob. So like I said, take and write this down. Now you need to put hashtag Uncle Steve, and that's got 2 S's in it now. Be sure and type it in. Looky here. Who we got there, buddy?
This is my number 2. This is Lainey.
Hey, Lainey, how are you?
We have number 1, who's Lila. She's 11. And then Stevie, who my youngest little girl, who's 2. And she's inside. And I imagine she wants a popsicle.
She's inside.
Go give her a popsicle. She can't come out here. Give her a popsicle. I'll let her come out in a minute. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's great, man. I'd love to have a popsicle myself, man.
But yeah, anyway, that's what we're going to give away in that package. And just a quick explanation. The sweet dessert shake, I guess it can go on meat or veggies, but it's for dessert. Cookies, cakes, pie, coffee, anything you would put regular sugar in. Put this. It's a real simple mixture. It's just perfectly balanced. It's 2 different sizes and kinds of sugar. It's some cinnamon, some honey powder, and just a tiny bit of salt. And I mean, I'm surprised I can sit in this chair right now, because ever since I came out with it, every night is a bowl of ice cream with some of that on there. And I'm just, I can see it coming on. I was kind of disappointed in myself about, I did catch the COVID-20. And that's not the 19, that's the 20. Yeah. I walked in and looked in the mirror and went, holy.
I'm 20 pounds overweight.
That's it. Now, the other one I'm going to make sure and put in there is the smoke bomb. And it's brand new. It's smoky, peppery, and then spicy. And it's in that order. We have it mixed, so it'll come out in that order. I'm trying to get across to everybody and get it out there. That's one of 3 that we make that is a before and after shake. You put some on before you cook, but it's really important that you put a little bit on after you cook. Yeah. You're going to find that with most seasonings, that whatever specialty it is, pomegranate, pineapple, whatever, those specialty flavors cook out just a little bit. Yeah. And if they're well blended, you put a little bit on afterwards and you get all the things that attracted you to that flavor. Wow. You talk about videos you didn't put out. I was in the middle of making a hamburger video tonight with the best hamburgers ever. And excuse me. And I did put a little bit of the smoke bomb on top before I cooked them, a little bit of the smoke bomb right after. It is outstanding. It is just, it's one of those where for me to go, man, that's good. because I'm not going to stand here and lie to people about it because somebody will call me out. But I'm telling you, both of those we're sticking in there. A couple of my new favorites.
Yeah. Hey, guys, you can go over to UncleSteve'sShake.com and his website, and you can click on any of his products, and he's got an explanation and a description of how to use them and different things about it. So I've got his website here on the screen, so you can certainly go over and check that out. Check out his different flavors, different things he's got, and you can also order right there on his website. And so anyway, we certainly appreciate that, Steve. Like Patrick said, that's a very generous gift to give away. And so we'll be running this across the screen here a little bit more as the show progresses. But folks, if you want to get this giveaway, now you need to go back to the original video page, not here in the chat, but you need to type in, I want my Uncle Steve shake right here. That you got to have every bit of this and make it in the comment. I want my Uncle Steve shake. And on February the 14th, on Valentine's Day, I'll come on and do a live here, and we'll do a live random pick for the winner. And Uncle Steve and I will get all this together, and we'll get it sent to you. So anyway, Steve, we appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate it. I'm loving being here. Thank you very much.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's see if we can ask a couple questions. Oh, we do have a question. Yes. That's right. I seen Pickles had a question there a while ago.
Oh, no. Here comes Charlie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, you got to watch Charlie.
Rob's got COVID hair. He said.
Rob's got COVID hair.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I do. It's been since COVID started, like the beginning of March. The lady that cut my hair, she said, "That's it, I'm done. I retired." She was scared to death, and I haven't had a haircut since. So it's been almost a year.
That's funny you say that. Looky there. How are you?
Rob, I'm sorry. If I get this out of the way now, that's little Stevie.
Little
and her popsicle. Can you say hi?
Oh, she got her popsicle.
Hello.
Hey, Stevie. How are you?
And go back inside.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
I love you.
He's a sweetheart.
Let's go find
That is awesome. All right. Pickle says, has Duke ever jumped off the golf cart?
Yeah. The first week I had the golf cart, we were driving down the sidewalk over by the high school, wide open, and the squirrel come running out, and he jumped off that thing head first. And he snapped off all his front toenails and had a big old road rash right here, and he got back up on the golf cart like nothing happened. There was blood everywhere. And the squirrels were fine, but he ended up being fine too. But after that, he don't jump off anymore. But every day about 2:30 in the afternoon, he's ready to get on that golf cart and go.
Yeah.
I need to do more golf cart videos, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad he's all right. We had a question. Prep for it says, will this be a U.S. only giveaway? And I'm glad you brought that up because Steve and I talked about this yesterday. And this will not be just a U.S. giveaway. Now, Steve typically does free shipping in the United States. And I told him we have a lot of our guests on our show from Australia, from Great Britain and different places, Ireland or whatever. So this will not be just a U.S. giveaway. So if you win, we'll go ahead and cover the shipping to get it to you. So we want you to have this, okay?
Yep.
So that's for everybody.
Hey, Mike, can I say one thing?
Sir, anytime.
I'll tell you what, Uncle Steve is the man. He is the most generous person I think I've ever met. And that goes with everybody in Texas. Let me tell you what, from Papa, Texas, Uncle Steve, Mr. Skillet that's on here. I mean, it's all the YouTube people, really is. And my old friend Blues that passed away, we did some videos together. I went out and visited him in Louisiana. And it's just the greatest community in the world. It really is. I mean, you got Charlie. I can't keep up with the chat over here. Stephen and Jacqueline. I saw Miss Booger that lives like over in the Panhandle for me.
Hey,
I know Papa Texas
get over
came
there by
across
Lila right
Uncle
now.
Steve Shake, and he had that little giveaway thing, and from there it's just been on. Uncle Steve has probably sent me about 10,000 pounds of Uncle Steve Shake over the last 2 or 3 years, and I love it. I love it, man. It's just awesome, and I put it on in almost every one of my videos, and I don't get anything from it. I just want. It's great. It's delicious. I just, if people haven't tried it, you got to go get you some, man. And I don't say that just because he sends it to me. And I tried to buy it, and he's like, no. You know, and he hooked up my brother for Christmas. I mean, he has an awesome product. He's an awesome person, awesome family man, and I just wanted to put that out there. And I asked him, hey man, would you come on this live chat with Mr. Cast Iron Mike? I don't even think he knew who Mike was. And
just getting hooked up with him, just starting, and that's what you said about.
Yeah,
I'm going to use the word community because I don't see Keith Baytag in there. He'd threaten to cut me and drop an F-bomb and say that it's a family because it is. But
well, it is.
It is, and I've gotten so lucky with this. I've gotten to meet new people. If not every day, every week, I get to run into a couple more people, and I think I've only met one and really didn't talk to him much that I did not think was that good a person. And there's one in every group. But man, I tell you what, there are some good people that, and it says something when you'll extend yourself as much as needed to someone you never met in person. You've never, shook their hand. You've never done anything but talk to them on a screen. Right. And I mean, the people that I've gotten to meet through this are just, I consider friends, You're
exactly right. Because that goes back to a friend of a lot of us had was Phil and Florence.
Yeah.
And he passed away, I think it was last, maybe March or April. And I mean, God bless him and his family. Yeah. He was the best friend I never met. He really was. Mm-hmm. He was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt about that. Hey guys, before I forget it, be sure and go over to Big Rob's channel. If you've not ever been there yet, go over and check out some of his videos and, give him a like on his videos. Be sure and leave a comment or whatever. And if you like his channel, be sure and hit that subscribe button and everything. And, if you leave a comment, tell him old Mike sent you, old Cast Iron, Mr. Cast Iron over here, old Skillet head.
Yeah.
We'll be glad to.
I'll tell you what, old Skillet head, he has the best sticker on YouTube. I'll tell you that.
Tell you what, let me show you guys. Let me get this up here.
Here
we go. There it is.
That's it.
Teresa, my wife helped me design that, but she kept after me. She said, "You sure you want to put your face in there?" I said, "Yeah, I've got to have Skillet head."
Yeah.
Hey, I was frying potatoes a while ago, and I was like, "Wow, it'd be cool to kind of see Mike down in there."
Yep.
Hey, while we're at it here, I've got a couple things I want to shout out real quick before we go much farther. But looks like old Coleman sent me one. Let me get that in the screen here again. Chilling and Grilling with Coleman. I'm going to have him on like March the 28th, I think it is. March the 21st, I'm going to have Coleman on. So then here's one I want to show you guys. I love my cast iron skillet. This is a book. This is a recipe book where you can write your recipes in it. All right,
that's cool.
And this come from Karen in the kitchen with Karen, and she wrote me a note. It says, "Hi, Mike. Thanks for having me on your show. You two are amazing. Here's a little notebook to keep your recipe ideas in. Love, Karen," from Karen Cruz. So, Karen, I haven't seen if she's in the house with us. She's usually in here. Well, Karen, we certainly appreciate you. You be careful listening to that knucklehead because you never know what might happen here in a minute. So, anyway, we want to thank you guys for all this stuff. And we'll go ahead and get moving on here. Rob, what made you decide to start a YouTube channel and start making videos about cooking?
Right before I started my channel, I was in the hospital for blood pressure issues, and I come out and I was just so bored sitting around the house watching TV, and I had really never watched YouTube, and I started watching and come across people cooking and stuff, and I thought, and I always loved to cook, and I make decent food, I think, and just kind of I thought, hell, I could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, and then once I started doing it, it's not the cooking that's hard. It's getting the video together and everything like that, because, everybody starts out really rough. Your videos are rough. And, maybe some people may think my last video was like, whoa, that's really, the food's good, but like, you just don't know about the video part. But it's just kind of fun to do. And I'm not out there, at first I thought, well, maybe, hey, man, this could be my retirement or something like that. And then I realized that's not going to happen. So, I just like to crank out some good music and some good food. And if people enjoy it, that's cool. That's all I'm looking for. I like to sit around and I watch my own videos, not because I want to see myself. My dad tells me, he's like, oh, you just want to see yourself on TV and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, I like the music, man. I like the music, and just, it's just cool. It's just inspiring to me. I mean, I don't know. I'm more about the music than I am the food. I guess 51-49. That's just kind of how I got going with it.
You like to play the blues, I know.
Yeah.
I watch nearly all of your videos. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, I'm gonna pull your screen up here.
I appreciate it.
Let's see here.
There's Booger. What's Booger said? Thank you, Booger, for stopping by.
Yeah, Booger's got a boot scoot, so appreciate you, mon ami, my friend. So there's Rob's kennel, barbecue pit dog. He's got Duke there in the banner, and also got a little shopping cart full of pecan or something, some kind of wood to smoke with.
Yeah, that was pecan chunks back in the day.
Yeah. Cool. Got 1,820 plus subscribers, and I'm gonna run over here and see if I can find what your most popular video is. Here. Looks like your most popular is oysters grilled on the Santa Maria.
Yeah. That Santa Maria, I saw Phil and Florence got one. And I was like, man, I got to get me one of them right now. And I had one like a couple of weeks later. And after I got it, I was like, what the hell am I going to do with this? And that first thing I thought was oysters on a grill, on a fire. Because I love cooking oysters. I should film that because I make them all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know why that video is so popular. It's a horrible video, but the oysters are good.
Yeah. That's cool, man. See if I can pull that off the screen so it ain't up there on everything.
You just never know what's going to be popular. I remember Charlie Pickles. Charlie told me he made a video about boiled peanuts and it went crazy. He was like, I don't know how that happened. It just kind of the way it worked out.
Yeah. So you're originally from Ohio and been in the Navy since you was age 20. It says here in your about section.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how I ended up in Florida.
Moved down to Florida from Ohio.
Yeah, I was in the Navy. Went to boot camp up there in Great Lakes. Went to Memphis and went to school. Went out to San Diego, went to school, and came to Jacksonville and was in the Navy and been here ever since. I mean, I've traveled out of the state to work. I worked on helicopters for years, but
really, wow,
Florida's been home since 1985, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you learn I guess you worked on helicopters in the Navy then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah,
do
worked on the Navy Seahawks or the Seahawks, and went up to New York for a couple of years on the Navy Seahawks and the Blackhawks. Same helicopter, just different version for the Army or Navy, and Air Force has them. But I don't know. I just kind of got tired of it after a while, and came back here and just continued working on them for a while. Just started working for myself, and I don't know. Just here it is. I've done a lot, had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So did you continue working on helicopters as a civilian or not?
Oh yeah. When that's what I meant when I was up there in New York, and I worked as a civilian here, went up to New York, and then come back, and just I don't know. It just kind of got old after a while.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I don't know. I get so bored with stuff anymore. I know I've seen some of your videos where you've done a lot of different things, and you just, kind of, try this, try that, adventurous, I guess.
Yeah. I've been a long haul truck driver for most of my life. I've owned several trucks, and I finally sold out, and I'm home. I stay home. I've been home for a while, but I still drive locally, but I've been everywhere, been in all 48 states in Canada. So I'm, that's boring now. I mean, I'd like to go back and take Teresa would go back and take a look at stuff that you can't see from the windshield of a truck. But I mean, the industry that I was in, I wasn't impressed. Like most people think of truck drivers having a real hard schedule. I mean, there was times we did that I could stop and look at stuff. But Cam and Teresa, Flowers, Eggs, and Yeast, I just interviewed them the other day, and they said, I'm connected and saw its double stack pork chop a few days ago. I loved it. Have to head out, guys, but hope everyone has a great game day tomorrow. So we appreciate you guys. Yeah, that video they're talking about there, when you put that out, I watched it, and I was already had in the back of my mind of making, some sauerkraut and hot dogs. When you put that out with sauerkraut and everything, I thought, well, I guess that's my answer. I need to go ahead and do this. So,
yeah, I've had people comment on some videos and say, "Oh man, I was going to do that, and you just did it or something." I always tell them, "Go for it, man. Make it your way." I mean, I don't get watched that much, so if people want to do something, or if I inspire them, or you see something somebody else does, put your virgin out there. That's what I'm thinking all the time. It's like, go for it.
Yeah. Let me put a plug in here real quick. Misty with Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. So she's really excited about tomorrow. I'm going to have her on here at 4 o'clock Central Time tomorrow because of the Super Bowl. We're going to go on early for a little while and have her in there and talk to her a little bit. So if you guys are able, if you're able to stop by, we'd be glad to have you guys. So Misty, we'll see you tomorrow. But hey, talking about that video you made, what are some of the hardest videos you had to record? Did you have one that was just tough to record?
I can't really think of one that's more harder than the other. Around here, it just depends on the weather and the heat. I mean, there's times of the year where your camera overheat.
Yeah.
Being here in Florida, and then like this time of year, I've been making a lot. Uncle Steve made a comment the other day. He's like, "Good to see you cooking a lot," and I started making a lot of videos in the house because I hate the cold weather. I'm a spoiled little baby when it comes to living here, and it's been rainy and cold, and there's no sunshine, and I don't even want to get out there on the grill. I just kind of, it's like you hibernate in the kitchen. You just want to make comfort food and just kind of hang out, get fat, dumb, and happy in the wintertime, and then go outside in the summertime. And that's when you throw the ribs on the grill and stuff like that, So,
yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of the way it is.
I don't know what Mark's asking here. What year did you go to Memphis and San Diego? I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, probably because of the Navy. I was in Memphis in 1984, 80, and 85, and then in Memphis in 1985.
I guess that was
Oh wait,
Millington Naval Air Force Base.
yeah, I screwed that up. I was in Memphis in 1984, parts of 85, and then San Diego in 85, and then I come over here to the Jacksonville area in 85. The Navy was transitioning over from used to be called an S3 helicopter to the SH-60, which is what the Black Hawk is and the Seahawk is. And it's just the time that I was in the Navy and I was a part of that new beginning. I mean, when I came to Florida, the base here, the hangar wasn't even ready. We didn't have any helicopters. We just sat around and played cards and goofed off, for like the first 6 months I was here until we got everything set up. But that's how new it was. And now it's like, 30 some years later. And I'm surprised they're not transitioning into another type of helicopter.
Yeah, you're starting to tell your age again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I knew yesterday when we got to talking about Sam Kennison. I knew how old you were then when you talked about that. Hey, Pickles says, Uncle Steve, have you got any plans to expand into sauces and marinades and brines anytime?
I'm going to say I don't. Now I make one sauce.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I don't produce it for sale. I just make it in a big batch and send it to some friends. Liquids and granulars are two different things. Now, of course, when I say that, probably 9 months ago, maybe a year ago, I had 4 flavors of shake, and someone said, "Well, what's next?" And I said, "Nothing." I said, "I love these 4 flavors of shake. I have nothing else I need to do." And so we're up to 10 now. So, I won't say no or never, but it would be on farther down the road.
Yeah. Well, hey, I just got to ask you, how did you get started doing that, Steve?
Well, I impressed the chicks.
I hear you.
Yeah. No,
did it work?
It was, well, being single years and years and years ago, I like to cook for friends, and I've said this before. I'll say it again. We're all creators.
Right.
You can say I'm a chef, I'm a cook, I'm this. We're all creators, and I don't care what you build, you paint, you draw, you sing, whatever. You're creating. You're letting something inside out. And I started mixing the original flavor probably 25 years ago. And it was what I did what almost everybody does. I had something a store bought, and I thought, man, this is good, but it needs this. So the next time I was in the store, I tried something else, and I thought, well, this is good, but it needs this. And finally, I thought, you know what? Not like I'm doing anything else right now. I'm gonna try to come up with with this mix that I just love.
Right.
So I came out with original. I'd make it a couple pounds at a time. I'd give it to friends. I'd save it. It was mainly for popcorn and pork tenderloin. That's it. Of course, those were being single. That's almost all I cooked.
Yeah.
So I'd put it on ramen every now and then, and it was great. So for 25 years, that's what I did. I had a lady convince me that she needed some. This was 6 years ago. And so I made her some. She says, well, you've got to sell this. And at that time, I had nothing. So I said, well, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm bored. So I built up, and I was mixing in a 5-gallon bucket, 15, 20 pounds at a time.
Wow.
And, it just progressed. I had some friends that I gave it to. And again, it's to impress your friends.
Right.
They said, and a couple of them, well, yeah, this is good, but man, this has no heat to it. You big Sally. And that the term Sally is not derogative, although I have been called a Sally for not hitting 16 when the dealer had a 7, because I just felt bust. But so anyway, I said, well, fine. You know what? Let me remix something. So I mixed the spicier. And for a long time, it was just original and spicier. Then as I started thinking, I think it was Pickles sent through how do you come up with your flavors? It's what sounds good.
Yeah.
We were coming up on actually the thick meat came first. We were coming up on barbecue season, and all my big barbecue buddies wanted something with pepper. So I took my bases, that I already had and shifted around a little bit and added a bunch of pepper. So I thought it was just right. They liked that. And then we came, that's in the fall and winter. We get into spring and it's seafood and crawfish time. And I said, well, I need to come up with something for seafood and crawfish. Exactly. And so I came out, that's when I did the Gator Shake. And from then on, it progresses as to what sounds good.
Yeah.
Now I have 2 flavors, the competition pig powder and the smoke bomb were both recommended to me. Kent from Daddy Dutch Barbecue called me and we were talking. He said, man, I took some of this and I took some of your stuff and 2 or 3 of my regular flavors. He said, and I added a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And it's the greatest pork powder I've ever had. And I said, well, all right, then let me see if I can mix it up and get your approval.
Good
and
stuff.
I did. And I said, and we got it. And I said, now, what do you want me to do with it? He says, well, and he's a wonderful guy. He says, you've done a lot for some people. You've done this. Just take it and run with it. See what you can do. I said, all right. So if you notice on the bottle, it says Daddy Dutch approved.
Yeah.
I stuck his name on there and did just a couple labels and sent it to him and said, now, is this okay? Because some people may not want their name on stuff.
Right.
Anyway, that's where that came from. The other was this new smoke bomb. I had some guys from the TBC, Big Rome and Smitty, that called and said, hey, we just took one of your flavors. We added a little bit of this to it. Could be the greatest thing ever. And I've said this before.
Wow.
If it was just my next door neighbor and he said, hey, listen, I tried to do this and da-da-da-da-da. Oh, well, that's great. But when it's somebody that I knows what they're talking about, I'm going to listen. And when they use terms like it's the greatest thing ever, then I'm going to look into it. Yeah. And so we dove into that. And I think I have everything balanced out just right. So, now I will say I have it balanced out for what I like. Yeah. I'm not a real spicy person, but I kicked up the heat in it so that I go, ooh, that's just a little bit spicy. It kind of burns my mouth a little bit because I know it'll satisfy those that want a little spice.
Yeah.
I could do ghost pepper bomb, this and that. It might be great for people that love heat, but I couldn't sell any. And as much as this is a hobby and a side hustle, I kind of have to look at that. I could do it, but then if 10 people out of 1,000 like it, then it doesn't satisfy that creative part of me. So, but yeah, that's where it comes from. What sounds good to me.
Right. How many, including that new dessert shake on you got? How many? That one that puts that COVID-20 on you, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Including that one, how many do you have now, Steve?
We have 10.
10 different shakes.
We went through the original 4, and then I wanted something. It got a click in my brain. I don't want to say it was God sent to me, but I woke up one morning and I was thinking, man, I want something. I want like a sweet and spicier.
Yeah.
Well, that's where the name came from. It's sweet and spicier.
Yeah.
We came with that next. Then we did the pig powder. And I thought, well, now that I have pig, I need cow. The cow was more of an ego thing for all these big Texas brisket cookers. And I got to show I can do something that's, that'll fit into that realm.
Yeah.
Well, after that, it was the bird powder, which, man, I love the bird powder. Any kind of bird, if it has wings, bird powder goes on it.
Yeah.
Then it was just the other two. Now the dessert shake, I've mixed something similar to it for a long time. And I put it in my pancake batter. I put it on sugar cookies. I put it on everything. And so that's been brewing for a while.
Wow.
And this pandemic left me at home. I don't get to do my real job. So I have a lot of creativity going. I've run out of projects.
Yeah. Wow.
So, but it really is. It's a ball. It's my creativity. I see it in stores. I look at the chat and someone says, "Hey, that's really good." And I started putting my face. You have your sticker with your face on it. I started putting my face, a cartoon face of me on some of the bottles.
Yeah.
I actually got recognized somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, look at me. Somebody knows who it feels good. It makes you feel special.
Right.
So, but that's that.
Can I ask you a question, Steve?
Yeah, buddy.
All right. You sent me like 6 million bottles with my label on them in little bottles, right?
Yeah.
And also some some of the big bottles. I don't know the sizes, but the other day I was, like those. Okay. When my little bottles run out, I pour the big ones into the little ones and keep them on top of the stove. Yep. Just so I got your stuff is all lined up. I don't know how many I got over there. I got all of them over there. But
all right.
When I did that, I sneezed like 500 times. Okay. So what's it like in your house when you're mixing all these seasonings together and making all these shakes? It's not a bad thing, but man, it was just like, whoa, just kind of freaking the aroma. It smelled so good, but it was like all of a sudden I started sneezing my head off. It was crazy.
Originally, it was tough. Now, in the progression of life, you might say, we have an isolated clean room with vent fans and, everything you're supposed to have to do it right. I will say that come bottling time, the sweet and spicier, for some reason, sets everybody around it off. I mean, achoo, achoo, achoo.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, while you're on the website, anybody listening, I love extras and I hate empty room in a package. If you go on the website and you order, if you mention Mr. Cast Iron in the notes, if you mention Rob in the notes, if you mention Papa Texas, if you mention your grandma that, hey, I told my grandma about shake, I'm going to stick something extra in the package.
Wow.
Unless you have filled it, unless you filled it up with your order, and then I'll stick a sticker in there. So never be surprised if you get something and there's a little sample bottle. It's not going to be what you ordered. It's going to be something you didn't order that I think you'll like.
Yep.
So
I can guarantee that. I can guarantee that every time I call Uncle Steve, he'll be like, I got more room in the package. What else you want?
That's it. Yeah.
He puts something else in there. He always does.
Yeah. Well, that's just, that's, I don't want to say, well, that's good business. It kind of shows people you care.
Yeah.
And I do, because I'll tell you what, if it weren't for the seasoning company going through this pandemic, as an outlet and as a little bit, there's no money in seasoning. I'm sorry, unless you're doing unless your last name is Lowry's or McCormick's, you're not banking. I rented this backyard. It's not even mine. But the little bit of money it brought in and the filling of my time and space saved my life. Because if I had to sit here with no work and no check coming in at all going, well, I can make up another song for my kids, well, I'd have gone crazy. So it is, this whole ride has just been outstanding.
God bless you and Uncle Texas, Texas. You and Papa Texas, because
oh man. Well, Papa Texas got me started in the whole social media YouTube thing.
That's what I thought.
I've said the story before, and he's in there. I love him to death. I'm not going to kiss him, but I love him to death. Well, because he just shaved, might be bristly.
Yeah, I think he chews that stuff right there too. So you got to watch out for.
You got to watch my little drip out down. I got an email from a guy named Papa Texas. This was a while back. He said, "I'm a YouTuber and I do this," and I had a YouTube channel for my gymnastics company. I couldn't tell you how to use it or what was on it, but he said, I picked some of your stuff up. I do cooking videos and I'd like to do a cooking video. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I knew nothing about the community or anything. And so he did a couple videos let me know. And I found, navigated my way around to get on there, watched them, and I was like, wow, great videos, great personality. And he was propping my stuff.
Yeah.
And so I immediately contacted him. Hey, buddy, how much more can I get you? What do you need? And he is my longest and oldest supporter, not age wise, but I think he and I are the same age.
Yeah.
But of helping push the shake and presenting it. And I'll tell you what I like the most, and it's what I see in a whole lot of them. Rob, kind of like what you said, they don't push it because I send it to them, because I don't send it to them first.
Right.
If I see a video that comes across and I see somebody cooking with it, first thing I look at is the bottle to see how empty it is. And if it's getting low, I find out where that person is and I shoot them another bottle, because the videos help push me and progress it and do, and really get me through.
Remember this stuff, Mike. Hey, Mike, remember this. Start using your bottles.
It is. Yeah, well, and I saw, I had a guy today, Gallery Barbecue, Thomas.
Yeah.
And someone asked me, Tommy, he said, someone asked him, aren't you going to put cow powder on that? He says, well, I'm running real low. And this was in his video. And I went, no. So it's 15 minutes. I'd packed him up a box.
Oh, good.
Well, because, I will say, and again, I don't do this for the money, because it's fractions compared to what my gymnastics company does when I get back to it. Not bragging. I'm just saying, when you make $1 a bottle profit, off your retail, you're not just lighting $100 cigars with $100 bills.
Yeah.
Right.
But I got him his stuff real quick, and I'll do that with. I appreciate the videos, because if he has, I don't know, 50,000 subscribers, whatever, 1,000 subscribers, that's more than me.
Yeah.
If a quarter of his subscribers see him cooking with it, that's 250 people that my shake was just put in the front of their face.
Yeah.
So the cooking videos, you have no idea how much I like and I appreciate.
Yeah. Hey, let me show you guys something here real quick. I've talked about this on my show before, but folks, if you're making videos, which most of us do here, be sure and use hashtags. Hashtag Uncle Steve Shake. And I mentioned a few shows back, I forget which one it was, but YouTube is now making pages for hashtags. So if you look here, when you type in Uncle Steve Shake here, you see he's actually got a hashtag page. Here's his actual page with his subscribers and videos. But if you click on Uncle Steve Shake, the hashtag Uncle Steve Shake, it'll pull his hashtag page up. And as you can see, there's 457 videos, 75 different channels. So when you make a video and you put hashtag Uncle Steve, it's going to pop up on this screen. It's not a playlist, but it's a hashtag list. And I'm scrolling down real fast. I don't want to make anybody dizzy. There's
Duke.
There's Duke.
Duke. But I was just going to show, I just recently made one and I put hashtag Uncle Steve on there because I used that in my nacho video, I think it was, or whichever one. But anyway, I got to looking through here and I seen that video was already on this hashtag page. I can't find it now for some reason.
That's really cool.
I check it almost every day.
Yeah. Here's the one we're having with this show right here. I put hashtag Uncle Steve in the description. So folks, when you're making a video and you're using Uncle Steve's product, just be sure somewhere down in the description, I mean, you can even do it in the title if you like, but somewhere in the description, always put your hashtag and your channel name with no spaces. I mean, it's all got to run together. You can't have any spaces.
Yeah.
And be sure to put your channel name. That way, people, if they click on your channel name, it'll pull up all your videos that you've created.
Yeah.
And also put Uncle Steve Shake in there if you're using his product. excuse me, and it will go to this hashtag page with all these other 75 other creators here of different videos that's been made with Uncle Steve's product. And matter of fact, you can go back and you can find people that you may not be subscribed to, and go check out their videos of what they've made with Uncle Steve's product. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there real quick, but in case someone didn't know that. But
I have more videos than I do subscribers.
Yeah.
But that's fine for me because my page is for the videos.
Yeah.
It's for people to be seen. And when I get a video, and thank you for saying the hashtag, I can't search all of them, but man, when I see them, I watch them, I comment on them, I post them on my regular Facebook page, which is Steve Brown. I copy them over onto the Uncle Steve Shake Facebook. I spread them as far as I can.
Yeah.
But I got to be able to find them.
Right. Well, that hashtag Uncle Steve, and I just want to say real quick, Rob, I'll get to you in just a second here. I want to, while my mind's on a roll here, but I just want to tell everybody in the chat room, yeah, I'm well over 50, so I got to do that, Rob. But I just want to say we're going to be doing a giveaway. Uncle Steve's going to tell you here just in a short what he's going to give away. But if you'll go back to the original video page and leave a comment, don't leave it here in the chat room, but leave a comment with this right here that's on the screen, that I want my hashtag Uncle Steve's Shake. Now be sure and put 2 S's in here. It's Steve's plural shake. So be sure and put I want my Uncle Steve Shake in the comment of that video. And come 14th of February on Valentine's Day, I'm going to do a live stream, and I'm going to do a comment picker, and we're going to pick a winner, and Uncle Steve's going to send out these products. What are you going to send them, Steve?
All right, I'm going to do all big bottles. There's going to be 1 bottle of the Smoke Bomb. There's going to be 1 bottle of the Sweet Dessert Shake, because if I'm getting fat, so is everybody else. And then I'm gonna let you pick the other 2 big bottles that goes in. And of course I'll put a sticker in there too, because stickers are fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Good deal. All right, I'm gonna try to go back over here to the comments. There were some questions, but Rob, I interrupted you there. Did you lose your train of thought, or you still got it?
No, I just wanted to say I finally figured out how to get the chat up here, I think. And there's a lot of people here that I interact with. And I just want to tell them all thank you. I mean, it's just so cool. I can't name all of them, and there's some other channels that I don't recognize, but I just think it's so cool because I wanted everybody to come over here and to see your channel and to help, it helps you out. It helps everybody out. But I mean, it's just, like the video I did, to kind of tell everybody I was going to be on here tonight, that I wanted, I just want everybody to come over here and interact with people and, meet new channels and stuff. And as I'm looking down this chat, I mean, it's just, it's a lot of my good friends. It's a lot of my old friends. It's a lot of new friends. I mean, I don't want to name everybody and then forget somebody or try to name everybody, but, I've named a couple that have been around forever. Like Papa Texas has helped me since I had like 35 subscribers or something like that, and, just, I don't know. I'm just so overwhelmed. Even Jay's rapping Barbecue 84. I haven't seen him in such a long time. I'm just overwhelmed, man. It's just seriously cool. And for Virginia Chick Off Road, she started cooking. Just people like that. It's everybody, but especially Uncle Steve. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to say thank you because I'm just, I don't know. It's just so cool. I mean, I just think it's awesome, man. I'm not trying to be a big head or anything like that. I just, you got Patrick from over here in Australia. I mean, oh Lord.
Well,
it's really cool, man. This is what's the great thing about YouTube. You know what? If we could, we'd all get together, have a big cookout, hang out. have some drinks and whatever, iced tea, beer, whatever the hell you want, and just have a good time and be in Steve's backyard, and the kids hanging out, having popsicles, it's just that kind of thing, man. It's just the way these people are. It's just, I don't know. It's just freaking cool. And I'm sorry if I didn't mention, everybody, but I really do appreciate everybody. I really do. I really do. I don't know. This is just
certainly appreciate you. I've said it a couple times, well, more than a couple times, but I've said it several times that, you were one of the first ones when I created Mr. Cast Iron. I've had other YouTube channels before, but it was mainly dealing with MLM industry and everything, multi-level marketing and things like that. But that's a whole nother story, horse of a different color. We'll talk about that some other day. But once I got into cooking, and bringing in the cast iron and everything, you were one of the first few that really started commenting on my videos, and we kind of developed through our conversation through our comments. And folks, I just tell you, that's where it's at. When you create a video, and someone thinks enough to leave you a comment, if in any way possible, go back and leave a comment, reply back to them, because that's how you develop rapport with people. That's how you develop community with everyone.
I agree.
Know everybody. And as we grow, all of us, we've got no telling how many channels we follow. It gets hard sometimes to leave a comment on everything and watch everybody's. I find myself 2 or 3 days later following up on a video someone just produced, and I've got to go back. But it's hard after a while. But anyway, try to leave a comment with everybody. And once again, like I said, if you haven't been over to Big Rob's channel, be sure and go over to Barbecue Pit Dog. Check his videos out. Leave him a thumbs up. Leave him a comment. Tell him and say, hey, I've been watching you over there on Mr. Cast Iron's channel, and I just wanted to come check you out. And if you like what you see, give him a subscribe and everything. And likewise, myself, if you've not been over to Mr. Cast Iron yet, we'd like for you to go over there as well. Take a look around. We'd certainly appreciate that. If you've not subscribed to our channel, we'd certainly appreciate you doing so if you like what you see. But Charlie Pickles says, Rob says, what is something that you say in videos a lot that he didn't realize until he started filming?
I said it in the video that I made for this live event. I can't remember what it was now. It's like okay or all right or something like that. I don't know. Or I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like the NASCAR guys. They always say, I don't know what it is, Charlie.
He said he made an entire video and then found out he forgot to turn the camera on.
Yeah.
I haven't done it that bad, but I have forgot to turn it on before, just a little short clip. But anyway, hey guys, we're bumping up a little over 1 hour. Y'all able to stay a little bit longer? Or you need to bump?
Yeah.
You okay, Steve?
I hadn't heard screaming from inside yet, so I'm okay.
All right, man. Well, let's truck on. Guys in the chat room, we appreciate everyone. We apologize if we haven't acknowledged you, but we certainly appreciate you here. I see Sean there with Shovelhead 8 up in Canada. Guys, listen, if you want to win this package that Uncle Steve's going to be giving away, we're doing a giveaway. Me and Big Rob talked about doing this, and we got Uncle Steve on board with us. So on the screen here, you'll see what you need to take and type in the comment section of this video, not here in the chat room, but on the video itself. Be sure and put, I want my Uncle Steve shake, and that will enter you into the drawing. And on February the 14th, we're going to do a drawing, do a live show. And we're going to pick a winner, whether you're in the United States or you're anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter. So Sean's up in Canada, up in Toronto area, I think. And, of course, Patty Joe's down in Australia. So it doesn't matter anywhere in the world you are. We're going to get you a package if you're a winner. So we certainly appreciate everyone.
Hey, Mike, I do want to say hello to a Heavy Metal Barbecue. That's Ken, and he was the first person that ever commented on one of my videos. And I seen him in there earlier, and I seen him on here. And I got to mention Ken. That's cool. And also Big Blue's in here too. Everybody loves Big Lou.
I just saw Big Lou. Hey, Big Lou.
I hadn't made it down far. I'm trying to scroll down with all the comments here. I hadn't made it.
I know there's a bunch. You got RD with Armadillo Pepper or Armadillo Junction. That's it. I'm sorry. But I see Kent's in here, Daddy Dutch. I mean, it's just awesome, man. Such good friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Hey, I wanna put a plug in here real quick for anyone that let's see, what did I just do? I didn't do what I wanted to do, I don't think. Here we go. Let's do it this way. Here's my email address, everybody. If you want to do a sticker swap, here's my old Skillet head. I'll be happy to send you a sticker out. So take my email address. It's a play on words. It's Green Acres Place. Acres is my last name. So be sure and spell it AKERS and not ACRES. But anyway, if you would like to do a sticker swap, be sure and shoot me an email and say, I need your name and your address and everything. We'll be happy to get one out. And also, if you'd like to be on the channel, if you're a video creator or whatever, shoot me an email and say, hey, I'd like to try to get more time to be on your show. I mean, we're booked all the way out to April right now, so we'll certainly try to get you in as quick as we can. But we really appreciate everyone, and I just want to try to get back to some questions here for Big Rob and Uncle Steve. Like I said, if we hadn't acknowledged you, we certainly are not trying to ignore you or whatever. We appreciate everyone in the chat room, no doubt about it. What do you video with, Rob?
Mostly an old Android phone. I do have a GoPro. I don't know what the GoPro is. I've had it for a couple of years. I don't use it very often, but I'm going to have to start using it because I think the old Android is just not cutting it anymore. Because we discussed earlier, there's got some foggy look in the videos. I've got one coming out tomorrow that like the ending of it is not. It just doesn't want to take good video here in my kitchen. So that's it. I'm like Big Lou. Like I forget what he says. But anyway, I just use a cheap phone and kind of go from there pretty much. But it's been working.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Lou tickles me. He's got a line, when he first starts this video. It's Big Lou, I got something I want to do. I got a recipe for you or something like that. That tickles me every time, man, when he does that. I just get the smile right off of that.
Yeah. I love me some Big Lou.
Yeah, no doubt.
Man, I love it.
Hey, I see RG down here in the comments. Armadillo Junction.
Yeah.
You just said, "Dang!" I just realized that was Uncle Steve on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. I remember the first video. Oh man, I'm pretty sure as the first video he did, it was a comparison of Shake to somebody else, and he had a couple girls in there. But I'm pretty sure a couple girls came in and they were the testers, and they picked Shake.
Yeah,
it was the first comparison ever. Which of course, right now I'm like, hey, you can compare it to anybody you want to. If you like Shake, great. If you don't, that's okay. But back then I was, oh, that's a comparison. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I made it. So
yeah, we were big time then.
Yeah. That's back when I was still 4 or 5 flavors.
What's one of the favorite things you like to cook on, Big Rob?
Cook on. I like to cook. If I'm not cooking on my pit barrel cooker, I like to. If I'm in the kitchen, it's in cast iron. But if I'm doing barbecue, it's definitely that pit barrel cooker. I watched a new channel today. Man, I can't remember what the name of it was. But the first time the guy had ever hung, he was using one of those Weber Smoky Mountains, and you never, how you hang your food like in a pit barrel cooker. And he was hanging ribs, and he was chicken. But I don't know, that pit barrel cooker, man, you can't beat it. I got a big old offset that sits over there in the yard, just collects rust. And I feel bad every day about it, but I don't know. I just like that pit barrel cooker. But a quick cook too is just a good old Weber kettle. But I don't know.
Yep.
Low and slow. I love that pit barrel cooker. I've had that thing about 4 years now, and it makes some awesome food.
Stephen with cooking with this. I'm sorry.
I apologize. I need to say hi to my favorite Iowan, Daddy Dutch.
Yeah.
Had he not showed up late, he would have been here for the whole story about how much I like him and how good a guy he is and how he came up with pig powder. But he was late, so he missed the good part. But
he missed it. You have to go back and watch a replay. You know, guys, if you hadn't seen this whole thing, be sure and go back and watch a replay. You know.
And I'll tell you about Kent, Daddy Dutch. He was probably one of the first people to ever watch me. You know, back when I had like 100 and he had like maybe 50 subscribers. Not that we're big time now whatsoever, but that's how long we've been around. Just kind of grow low and slow together. Our channels kind of grow like barbecue.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like you hear the crickets.
Yeah.
Just kind of growing low and slow. But that's fine. I'm not all about growing. I'm just all about having fun and meeting some really cool people, you know, like you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome, man. Stephen, cooking with this guy, he's over in Dublin, Ireland. He's going to be on the show with me. Seems like, gosh, it's going to be the 20th of this month. And we're going to do that at 5 o'clock. So because of the time change over there. But anyway, he said, Mike got a haircut. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Even I got a haircut and trimmed my beard up. There was only a couple people in the chat room that I noticed even mentioned it. So, you know, yeah, my long beard's gone. I had that down to about here, kind of like Craig with Behind Drop Barbecue. I think we were kind of trying to compete against each other. But anyway, yeah, I finally got the matter of fact, the story about that is the lady that cuts my hair, she, of course, Teresa and I went through the COVID deal and everything. We were pretty sick back a few months back. She's still battling a few things. So, but anyway, the lady that cuts my hair, her and her husband have been real sick, and she's just now been able to start coming back to her store, you know, to her shop, and so she called me the other day and said she was going to be there. So I went in to get a haircut. I was like Rob, man, I had that COVID hair, you know, had that ZZ Top beard. I had to trim it up a little bit, but anyway, appreciate you, Stephen.
Hey, have you guys grew up watching Bugs Bunny?
Oh yeah.
Okay, just wondered.
Oh yeah.
I got a video coming out in the morning you may want to watch.
Okay. That's
all I got to say about that.
All right.
That's what Forrest Gump would say. What reminded me of that, Mike, was there's an old Bugs Bunny cartoon where they grab that dude's beard and like pull it like this and it pulls his hair down.
Yeah.
And chop it. I don't know if y'all remember that one or not, but anyway.
That's a new one for me. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Right in my head, I was drug across the room in my head when I was born. So, you know, it happens.
I know me and you like a whole lot of things. We comment about it a lot, back and forth between each other. I gotta ask you, what's your favorite thing to cook?
Favorite thing to cook? Bacon. Yeah, bacon, man. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
I love bacon.
You know, one thing I learned about bacon, man, you don't ever want to cook that just in your underwear. You know, you got to be careful about that.
No, with me, I got to cover up my top because I don't want to, especially my Uncle Steve Shake shirt.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to cover all that up.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
See, I take my underwear off when I cook bacon because I don't want to mess it up.
You got a high top stove.
I'm gonna leave it alone, Steve.
And I'm gonna tell y'all just for fun, I got a shower scene coming out before long. So that's it right there.
Not
what's
at
her
a
name?
motel. Surely not at a motel or anything, right?
Oh no. I'm not that gutsy. No.
Now we're talking. That's a good video right there.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Oh, mercy. Well, what's your your favorite thing to cook is bacon. What's your favorite food to eat? Bacon.
Man, I you know what? I was thinking about that today. It's got to be pizza.
Pizza.
I love comfort food. I love everything. I love chicken wings. I love grilled. I love ribs. I love everything. But I don't know, man. It's got to be pizza. Especially grill pizza on the grill is the best thing ever, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, you made a video not long ago. Wasn't it a frozen pizza or something? And you did?
Yeah, I did because I was lazy. I put one of them Paul Newman pizzas on the grill, but they're pretty good too.
Yeah.
You know, but any kind of pizza on the grill, it's just so much different. When I got the Pit Barrel company, they suggest all these different things, and I got one of those pizza stones and one. Well, I cooked a few of them on there, but there's so much. I don't know. Get that smoky flavor. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
It really is.
That's cool. I'm going to get me a hat. I wear a hat all the time, except for when I'm doing, these interviews or whatever, but I usually have a hat.
Uncle Steve's got them hats for $59.95, man.
I'm gonna get him to hook me up, man. I wear that all the time.
I imagine I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah,
I hear you. Well, I sent you a message yesterday through email there. I hope you got that. So,
what's funny about that hat? I commented on a video today. I think it was I forget whose video it was, but Big Lou even said, "Hey, man, I like your hat. I got one of them too." And I said, "Yeah, it's my favorite hat." And it usually is. I usually wear that hat, all the time.
Yeah.
And it's getting kind of dirty, Uncle Steve. Hint, hint. So
I'm right on you. Shake that empty bottle. Shake that empty bottle up in the air.
I got a whole cabinet over here. Don't tip me. I'll get them out now.
Steve, you may have told me, and I may have missed it a while ago. But when did you start? When did you start your company?
It's you can kind of look back two different ways. 25 years ago, I can guesstimate that I started doing the original. It actually became a quote company about 5.5 to 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I kind of judge that by when I sold my first bottle or when I went retail. And when I went into a retail place, I thought, "Oh man, this is real."
Yeah.
And I keep good records. I want to say in that one retail place over the 5 years, we're probably at we're almost 50,000 bottles.
Wow.
And in fact, I'm gonna take one and I track it. I'm gonna pick the 50,000th. And between the freshness seal and the top, I'm going to put just a tiny little note that says 50,000, call me.
Yeah. Wow.
And of course, then I'll have people running in the store, opening every bottle going, "Is it his one? Is it this one? Is it this one?" So,
yeah, it'll be happening.
Yeah.
Hey, man, just to interrupt, that hat thing is like blowing up in your chat there, Mike.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Big Lou. The Virginia chick. Oh man,
Carlos
cool.
says he's been trying to get on. Weather's bad here. Hello everyone. Craving with Carlos got a good channel. I watch him all the time. He's a fellow Arkansan, I guess you could say. And but anyway, if you guys hadn't checked his channel out, be sure and go over and let's see, what did that tell Uncle Steve that I won number 50,000. There you go. See what you started.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Got to ask you a few little fire away questions, Rob. Hamburgers or hot dogs?
Oh, Lord. Quick and easy hot dogs, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, I like tomato and mustard on them. Believe it or not.
I made that sauerkraut and hot dog video recently, and Patrick, Patty Joe, he made one over in Australia. And
Yeah.
it seemed like there was somebody else that I follow. I can't remember now who it was, but I forget. There was 2 or 3 other hot dog videos this week, so I guess it was hot dog week. I don't know. But,
I like a big fat cheeseburger too, but I don't know. Seems like quick and easy hot dogs.
Yeah.
That's the way to go sometimes.
You like pork steak or beef steak better? Which one?
I think I like pork steak, to be honest with you.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's nothing but a pork shoulder kind of sliced up, but and you put that sauerkraut on there. Hey.
You got something there. And especially if you double stack it,
Yeah.
I seen an old boy do that the other day.
Yeah.
Uncle Steve, I got to ask you now.
Yes, sir.
You've been in business all this time, and you've got all these 10 or 12 different shakes. So I know you've got to have your own personal favorite. Which one would that be?
Oh.
Well, I eat more original,
Okay.
but right now my favorite's a dessert shake.
Yeah. I hear you.
That's
It
just
changes.
and that's just starting to get out, so some people are getting it.
Yeah.
Uncle Steve, though, does your favorite change from time to time?
It used to be just original, and but it's got now where I like them all so much. It depends on what I'm cooking.
Right.
If I'm
exactly.
chicken is either spicier or the bird powder, but
Yep.
I'll use spicier for tacos, and it's a great taco seasoning. The dessert shake is again probably my favorite right now. It's out of this world. Hold on. Hey, babies. You want to sit
No,
with
I
me and be
agree.
quiet?
It's
Okay.
all about what you're cooking, or what you're eating.
All right. I'm going to adjust something real quick. Get a blanket.
I'm going to run an ad here real quick. So everybody in the chat room, I've got a phrase up on the screen here. Be sure and take and copy this whole phrase. I want my Uncle Steve's shake. Be sure and put 2 S's in it between Steve's and shake. And put that in the comment section of this video, not here in the chat room, but in the comment section of the video. Big Rob and I and Steve all have come together and agreed on giving a package away. I'm going to do a live video come the 14th on Valentine's Day, and we're going to do a random comment picker, and we're going to pick a winner, whether you live in the United States or Australia or Ireland or United Kingdom or wherever, but we're going to pick someone live on this show come the 14th. So be sure and put this phrase exactly like we've got it written here in the comment section, and we're going to pick a winner for you guys. And so hope we wish you all the best and good luck. So we hope you win. So be sure and put it in the comments. All right. So, all right, good deal.
I will add it's let's see, what's today's date? I lose track.
Today's the 6th.
Okay. I still have time to get you if you would like a custom ordered label for your shake. Now, don't let this sound the wrong way. Ladies that are out there, if you would like to send a picture of yourself to put on the label of a shake for your husband, and I know that sounds sexist, so we can do it the other way around. I don't save pictures. I'm not going to gawk at it, but I do custom pictures on the custom labels. We do it for Christmas all the time, and I just thought, you know what?
Valentine's.
Sure would be fun to do it for Valentine's Day. Now, I'm not recommending any of those kind of pictures.
Right. Yeah.
But kids, family, fun stuff, I can put those right on a label and do a custom label for you. And just for a special Valentine's thing at no extra charge.
Yeah. PG, folks. PG.
Yeah.
So, hey, Rob.
Hey.
What's your favorite, breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
anything with Uncle Steve Shake on it.
Awesome.
I love that.
My favorite. Oh, you say which? Okay, which? Probably dinner. Breakfast is just like a bite of something to go out the door, and I don't normally do lunch because if I eat lunch, I just don't want to work anymore after that. So it's usually dinner.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to ask you a few more questions. I don't want to keep you guys long. I know Steve's got his hands full and his arms full and everything.
Oh, bless her heart.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm going to ask you two guys separately. I want you to answer individually. But what is one thing that no one knows about you or would ever believe? Is there anything unique about you that no one probably knows here in our community that you could share with us?
There are times I have no filter, so I probably let just about everything out that I can. And I know Kent's just dying to jump in and send a certain picture out somewhere. Here's one. I used to judge beauty pageants.
Wow, really?
Wow.
And actually worked my way up as a judge up into the state circuits for judging beauty pageants.
That's cool. Rob, you already told us you work on helicopters. That's pretty interesting, really, but you got to have something, I'm sure.
Oh, Lord. I don't know if I could top beauty pageants. I don't know, man. I don't. I don't know. I love football. I used to coach football.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Who are you picking for tomorrow?
Oh, I knew that question was going to come up, and I've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
All right. You cannot pick against Tom Brady. Okay. I don't think so. I don't think you can. And I'm in Florida, and he plays for Tampa Bay. But my mind tells me to go with Kansas City.
Yeah.
Because I think they're good. I think they have a better team. Speed wins, and they got the speed. And that's what the NFL has come to, is speed.
Yeah.
All right. But my heart wants to go with Tampa Bay and Brady. So I don't know what to tell you, but I think Kansas City will win. I think Kansas City will score too many points for Tampa to keep up. But Tom Brady, that dude it don't matter. He can pick up five guys in my neighborhood and go down there and play the Super Bowl and probably win.
He finds a way. Yeah, he finds a way.
Yeah, he does. He always does. So I think if I had money to bet on this game, I wouldn't bet.
Yeah. Well, talking about betting, I think the odds in Vegas are only like 3-point spread with Kansas City winning, right?
Are they? I don't know.
I think it's 3 points.
Man, I don't know. I mean, it should be one hell of a game. But I think the NFL's went to speed. I'm excited because I live near Jacksonville, and the Jacksonville Jaguars picked up Urban Meyer, who coached for Ohio State and the Florida Gators, and he's got the NFL football has become what college football is. It's more about speed. And I know this is not a sports talk show. We're all about food and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. I just think that I don't know, man. It's going to be cool. Should be a good game. But then again, you never know.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to go out on a limb. It will come down to if Brady can score a touchdown, lead Tampa Bay down for a touchdown on the final last-minute drive.
No, I would bet on that.
If he can score that touchdown,
yep.
then I almost said the Pats. Then Tampa Bay will win. If KC can stop him on the last drive, I mean, I'm seeing it right now as it goes through.
I agree with you, Uncle Steve. I think if Brady has a chance at the end, it's over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on, man. I don't see how you stop him at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Well, you got three teams down there in Florida, Rob. Jacksonville and Tampa and Miami. So I got to ask you another question. Which one is your favorite team overall, just without the two being in the Super Bowl? Just your favorite?
I'm a Jaguar fan, man. Since day one, I had season tickets for like 21 years. And I finally had to give them up just because they suck and it was not economical. And it just got, I don't know, it was no fun to go to the games anymore. It really wasn't. And it would cost you like $150, $200 a day to go to a game between your ticket, your parking, your whatever you take to cook, your drinks, all that stuff. And it just wasn't any fun. And eventually it got to the point where it was like nobody even wanted to go with me anymore. Yeah. Because it was just like, I don't even want to go. People just lost interest.
Did you ever do any tailgating at any of the games?
Oh yeah. Heck yeah. And we always tailgated. Yeah. I mean, it was a blast. I mean, that was more fun than the games when it got later, the later years when they were really very good. But when your team's winning, it's a blast. I mean, it's a blast to go down there. Yeah, you're down there at 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, man. You're tailgating, you're barbecuing, you're doing all kinds of stuff, man. It's fun. Everybody's partying and cheering and having a great time. And then when you're losing, it's nothing but fights and people cussing and raising Cain, and it's just no fun, Even the cops are pissed off, they're like giving you hell when you're leaving and stuff like that. It's just like, it just got to be no fun anymore.
Steve, I know you're down toward Galveston area, so I know you got a couple teams there in Tejas. What's one of your favorite teams?
Whew, you know what? I grew up loving the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I mean, because I grew up in Dallas. Grew up loving the Cowboys. But I'm going to say this, they were the Tom Landry Cowboys.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were those Cowboys.
Yeah.
As it eased in, it was kind of easy to cheer for them and they'd win and all. But then when they had as many, I hate to say this, as when they had as many convicts as they did Super Bowl rings, I started saying, now, this isn't Tom Landry's Cowboys.
Yeah.
And, right now it's tough. I look at the Texans that are here. I'm just outside of Houston, and I love the Texans, and I wish them well. It just seems like every time I turn around, one of the Houston teams, whether it be the Astros, the Rockets, or the Texans, are doing something either player-wise or management-wise really dumb. Whether it be a trade, blowing a game, and I think you track it back, it is.
All about the money.
You track it back all the way back to it started when the Oilers, blew a 24-point lead over Buffalo.
Yeah.
That's when it started, and I love watching the Astros in their heyday bang on a trash can. I have a 16-foot video projector that I hang on the side of my house. And a big wide throw projector. I have a screen and then a wide throw projector. On all those games, we'll have everybody in the neighborhood come over and sit out in the front and watch the games. Knowing now, I just talking sports in Texas right now. I'm just having a hard time with it, and I was always into it.
Excuse me.
It's tough.
Hey, Mike, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say, can I take a 1-minute pit break?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well,
all right.
I've actually, Rob, got to say goodnight because I have this one that is asleep. And I got to get her in and take care of everybody. Thank y'all so much for having me on.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to go ahead and call it anyway. I was about to call it. So I just want to say, Uncle Steve, we certainly appreciate you.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Certainly, and I'd love to have you guys back on anytime.
Oh, yeah.
And, folks in the chat room, be sure and go check out Big Rob's channel. Go check out Uncle Steve's website. And like I said, if you want to try to win this giveaway, Uncle Steve is very generous. And whether you're in the States or you're overseas, it doesn't matter. Just be sure and type this in. I want my Uncle Steve shake, and put it in the comment of this video, not in the chat room, but in the video itself. February the 14th on Valentine's Day, we're going to do a pick, and we're going to pick the winner, and we're going to announce it live there. So we appreciate everybody in the chat room. Appreciate Big Rob. Appreciate Uncle Steve, and we'll be seeing you guys later. Y'all have a great day. It's Mike.
Hit the thumbs up.
Turn.
Hit the thumbs up.
Good night, y'all.
Thank you.